Hey y'all, it's your girl Nadia.
And it's me, Coach T.
And we are two average people.
Yes, we are.
Please check out our latest videos, y'all. We talk about some serious stuff.
Let's go.
We're going to jump right into it. Let's watch it.
Let me tell you what my husband told me on our second date. Because I'm like telling him about the alpha males that pursue me and they come after me and why aren't you doing that? And a strong woman like me would respond to a strong man. And he looked at me with a very calm face. He said, I'm a masculine man. I'm not an alpha male. He said, alpha males are hunters, but they're not keepers. He said, I'm a keeper. He said, but masculine men will always stand behind. Tom is a masculine man. Masculine men will always stand behind alpha men who are always talking and toting and bravadoing. He goes, and we'll just wait for them to run out of gas. He said, but we don't ever try to get in front of them. It's not our personality. He said, but we're the ones that's always there for you when you're crying. We're the ones that's always going to support you through your hard time. But we're also the ones you're always going to step over to get to the alpha male. He said, because television polarizes and displays and honors the alpha male. He goes, and I have nothing against them. He said, but there's a whole group of beautiful men called masculine men. And we're not aggressive. And we're not bravado. And we're not going to billy club you over the head and drag you back to the cave. That's not our personality. But we will just be there for you.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This one was a little difficult for me to grasp. Difficult for me to grasp. Slow down, because I kind of saw it. I think you kind of see it hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of see when you think of your ideal man, right? You like tall.
I don't generally think of the ideal man.
You sure?
Yeah, I try not to. Yeah. I don't really care.
This is why I'm talking to the ladies.
Oh, my bad. You wasn't talking to me.
God,
My bad.
But no, you think I want a strong man, protector, tall, dark, handsome, protector.
She said protect twice, so I guess that's real important.
That can take care of me, right? Mm-hmm. Right, ladies? That's what y'all want? Right. Okay, so break it down. What is the difference between a masculine man and an alpha man? And can a masculine man be alpha? And can an alpha man be masculine? And how do we separate the two?
That's a very interesting.
I mean, she just did, but
I think she did a great job of explaining it because it's true. I never classified myself by any stretch of the imagination as any kind of alpha male. I never have. Mostly because I never cared. That's not something that for me brings me any, to be able to say, yeah, I'm beating my chest. No, but I am masculine. And sometimes I find that people get that confused because I'm not the one beating my chest and trying to stand out of the crowd and needing the crowd's approval of everything I'm doing. They just assume that I'm, meek and mild. And then when I turn up, they're like, oh, I didn't think that was a part of your, I'm like, yeah. Any masculine man has the turn up. It's just not necessary 95% of the time. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I understand why I understand why you climb, like she said, you climb over me to get to the alpha guy. I get it. I understand. But in the same way, I know the alpha guy's not the keeper. He's not the staying type. Mm-hmm. So he'll get him. Mm-hmm. Getting him is not the problem. It's keeping him. That's the problem. He's not the one that's going to be here when you absolutely need it. Mm-hmm. And so for me, an alpha man is the man whose masculinity he needs to prove, where a masculine man is.
Okay. So do we put all alpha men kind of in that category of, are there different levels to that? Because I know men do like, in general, a lot of men do like to hunt and be
true.
The one to pursue the woman that they want.
Absolutely.
So when do you separate, okay, he's just hunting versus no, he's trying to be selective in who he wants to be committed to?
Well, I think hunting feels like everything you want it to be. whereas masculine feels like everything you need it to be. And the difference is one is way more shiny and appealing than the other, which is why she said, you'll climb over me, not generally, just the general you would climb over me as a masculine man to get to the alpha because he has the attention of all the people. Everybody has his attention.
And you never hunt once.
You don't.
Nobody says, I'm going to go duck hunting once.
Right? Nobody does that.
You duck hunt. You
do it repeatedly. You do it multiple times. You get good at it. It's a skill for you.
Yeah.
It's a skill for him too.
Yeah.
So he's not the one that's going to think legacy with you. He's the one that's going to think momentarily. So every moment with this person is going to feel electric. Sure. 5 minutes later, though, it's going to be over.
Thanks.
And then you're going to say, how could this happen to me? Well, it happened because you were more interested in the 5 minutes than you were on your legacy. See, I don't know any masculine man who doesn't have legacy in mind. I just don't. And alpha men have a very, very keen sense of their masculinity. But their masculinity it needs an audience. That's what I found. Most, did I say that right? Most alpha men's masculinity needs an audience.
Yes, you said that right. They
need an audience.
Right.
Without the audience, the things that they do don't feel as fulfilling to them.
I see.
Whereas for me, as a masculine man, I do them because of legacy. I'm trying to plant trees that the shade of which I might not enjoy, but my kids and their kids will enjoy. Right. You understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking in terms of legacy. So as a masculine man, I want to provide for the next generation. I don't really care about the audience. The audience I might never meet. I might not know that audience. But I don't seek approval for it either. I know that this is the right thing for them and therefore they will have it.
Right.
That's as far as it goes. It just doesn't need to go any further than that. And I don't need approval for it. And sometimes that looks real meek and mild because providing for a legacy takes putting your head down and getting the job done. I don't need an applause after. I just need it done,
Yeah.
So, but for me, that's kind of where it is. But for you, the question is, as a woman who's definitely attracted to the masculine, I mean, how do you assess?
Well, that's what I was actually just going to touch on is that I think for us, sometimes it might be difficult to decipher. Right? When we're dating or we're, out there looking for talking, dating. I wonder if it's difficult for us to decipher between the two because alpha men are very masculine men.
Yes.
But masculine men that are truly value being masculine men aren't always alpha men.
Yes.
And so when you meet someone, how do you even know as a woman the difference? I think you have to really talk and you have to get to know them and you kind of have to see what the motive is at the end of the day. But I think it's such a fine line for us as women.
How did you see my motive? Or how did you see me? I mean, we've been together for so long. It's kind of hard to call that, but
we've been together so long. And I feel like I think for you came a little different than what I was used to seeing at the time.
That's fair.
Right? You're so used to guys just coming to be like, hey, I think you're beautiful. I want to talk to you. Let me get your number kind of thing. Right? Typical, whatever. Y'all, I'm old. I don't know how they do it now. It's 2023. But
that's
back
fair.
when I was dating, that's how they did it. Right? I mean, there's all different kinds of things now. But I think for him, he came in as, and it's going to sound cheesy, y'all. Okay. But we were friends. He came in as a friend.
I wanted to come in as a friend.
Right? We had a few months of just talking as friends before. Obviously, the interest is there. And obviously, it's not like I'm totally oblivious and he's just, the beginning I actually was. Yeah, he's just a nice guy. He's just to be my friend, right? I was stupid. But, eventually, it does get to that place. And so it let me know just by the way he moved that he was very masculine, but also he wasn't trying to hunt me.
Mm-mm.
He was trying to pursue me. And I think that's where the difference lies.
Ooh, that's good.
Right? He wasn't just hunting me. He was trying to pursue me. Because again, when you hunt, you don't hunt once. You're hunting deer. If you're a deer hunter, you hunt the deer, you get them, you do whatever you got to do. But then you go back the next month and you hunt more deer and you keep hunting.
Ooh.
When you're pursuing, it's kind of a journey that you start, right, with this person that you think is worth starting the journey with, and it continues and it never stops.
So what I heard you say was hunting is more of a selfish thing, where pursuing and courting is more of an us thing.
Yes.
It's a collective thing that goes through time.
Yes. And hunting is very much more temporary.
Truth.
Right? You hunt the woman.
True.
And usually, let's be real, y'all, usually you're hunting and the goal is sex.
Yep.
For the hunters.
For us. For us.
Let's keep it real.
For us, the goal is sex.
You're looking
Please don't think anything else.
It's sex.
It's sex.
Even for the pursuer.
Facts.
The ultimate goal. Let's be real, y'all. The ultimate goal, whether you're trying to find wifey or you're trying to just have some fun, is to have sex.
Is to have sex.
So let's be real.
Let's just be real.
However, with the hunter, I feel like once he gets that, oh, I'm good. The challenge is over.
The challenge is over. He's
like you're looking at the deer.
Got what he wanted.
And you got your gun and you're looking to shoot him and you shoot and you miss. And you shoot and you miss and you shoot again and you got him.
Boom.
You're taking the deer and you're doing whatever you need to do.
You're taking pictures.
It's no longer exciting.
It's over.
It's over. The challenge is over until you hunt another deer.
Right.
Where the pursuer, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is still a little bit of a chase, right? Because you want that woman.
But
I assume. I didn't
just want to hunt. I didn't just want to get the draws. You know what I'm saying? I wanted you. I wanted all of you. I wanted to know you, the you on the inside.
And that's part of it.
Well, take that however you want to take it, because either way it's true. I wanted to know you on the inside, and I wanted to feel I wanted to feel your personality and see if that was something that was going to jive with me. That's what I cared about.
Right. And that's the difference. But I think as a woman, we don't always know how to decipher. Because a lot of time it can present the same. But a lot of the time, especially if you've been in relationships and you've been hurt and you've been through your fair share of men that weren't worth it, you're very selective. Naturally, we're already selective, but you're very selective. And I think that does create a little bit of tunnel vision. And so sometimes the pursuer comes across as the hunter because you're guarded.
True.
Because you're not trying to deal with the shit. You've been through enough of the shit.
True.
So you're just like,
yeah.
You know, and so I think a lot of the time it is difficult for us to decipher that.
A lot of the time, especially for the pursuer, it's difficult because early on in a young man's life who's genuinely trying to pursue properly, he's gonna get skipped over. And that's one thing she mentioned in the video. You're gonna get skipped a lot. The first 50 women you want from the time you hit 20. Nah, bro.
He would tell me all the time. He'd be like, yeah, everybody's like, Nadia, you got a great husband. He's great. But half of them won't look at me twice. I wasn't great till
I got with her.
Right. He's like, they wouldn't even look at me twice. And I'm like, I think they would. He's like, no, ask me how I know.
They wouldn't.
Because before you,
they wouldn't.
I tried.
They wouldn't. But you look at them now. I'm sorry. There's some of y'all watching this podcast right now going, yeah, man, I wish I would have. Yeah, well, you know, hey, it is what it is. Don't be mad because you see the result. Get you a pursuer. Get you somebody who's going to pursue you properly and not just try to score a goal or win some sort of trophy on your back. Right. Damn, these puns are really getting a little serious here, aren't they?
And the thing about pursuing too is eventually anything that you do in your relationship needs at some point to be reciprocal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what does that mean, right? He's pursuing me, right? He's putting in the effort. I want to get. But he also, at some point, wants to be pursued. whether that's sexually, whether that's
I don't necessarily need to be pursued.
not
I need
in
to
the
be.
beginning.
I need to be it needs to be reciprocal.
Yeah.
Like if you want me, and show me that. Whatever
Right.
that looks like for you, let's go. Let's see what that is.
Right.
But I need you to let's
Let that be.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to feel
Right.
it too. I don't necessarily need you to pursue me.
Okay.
But I need
Maybe
you.
that's not the right.
I need to feel that reciprocal energy.
Right.
If the reciprocal energy is not there,
They get tired. It gets
it
tiring
gets fatiguing.
for anything. Just
Yeah.
imagine if you're just giving. After a while, you're going to get tired if you're not receiving
Yeah.
anything to fill you back up to be able to give.
Yeah.
Right? So, y'all know I could talk forever. We could talk forever. But I want to know how you, especially as single women nowadays, how do you kind of decipher between an alpha man, a hunter, and a masculine man, a pursuer?
That is a very good question.
How do you can you tell the
Can
difference,
you
y'all?
tell the
or
difference?
Is it like, honestly, I really don't know half the time.
Or does it matter to you right now? If you're a 20-year-old woman, maybe you don't care to be pursued. Maybe you just want the hunter because he's more exciting. But I wonder at 40 if you'll feel the same way.
Exactly. Let us know.
Let us know.
We want to know.
Genuinely.
We genuinely want to know. All right, y'all. We will catch you next time. Remember, we are better together. Together. I love you.
No, it's not quite, but it's cool. You have a beautiful.
This is why I married him, y'all, because he could laugh at me because I sound stupid. Peace, y'all.